as ours.
And now breaking news. A major event is about to take place in Bali, Indonesia. Reports that Michael Tan's private jet has left Hong Kong for Bali to celebrate his birthday. Some expert partygoers say it may be the biggest birthday the world has ever seen. Even U.S. President Donald Trump took to Twitter to say, "This Michael Tan 50th birthday party looks tremendous and reminds me of the many personalities of the Michael Tan I once knew." Immediately given this party its name, 50 Shades of Tan. Perhaps best to start from the beginning. How did Michael Tan come about? To answer this question, next a special and exclusive investigation edition of World News, narrated by celebrity Morgan Freeman.
Looking back, it seems so clear now. In isolation, small clues that could have been overlooked as odd coincidences pieced together a revelation of who we know as 50 Shades of Tan. The year was 1968. In the town of Auckland, New Zealand, a baby boy was born into the arms of Professor Zing Chi and Kim as his proud father cradled him in his arms. His only thought that one day this baby boy was going to become a great man. They named him Michael, after one of the archangels of God, a leader of soldiers. Imprisoned as a child, Michael displayed academic brilliance and sporting prowess, beginning with regularly escaping his early high-security environment. A first pick for every sports team that he was in, a super memory bordering on photographic, Michael excelled at everything. Despite his parents' lack of outward praise, they harbored a pride that drove Michael to become the man that he is. In 1977, in an unprecedented move by an Asian family, Professor Zing Chi decided to take his own children out of school on a world trip for 2 years, where Michael caught the attention of a little-known spy network, Shades. Unbeknownst to his father at the time, his passion for travel started the first seeds of being wed to planes and airports. In the 2 years, they visited Australia, Singapore, Egypt, Rome, London, San Diego, all of which brought about life lessons that are forever ingrained in Michael. Valuable experience for the future spy. His formative years back in Auckland were filled with spending time with his siblings, exploring and playing. His sister recalls that Michael was at his worst when bored, often creating games that ended up breaking something, a nose that led to the emergency room, and on one occasion, a fire. He was already an explorer, rebel, and survivor. With a family that respected hard work and few excesses in life, Michael was trained to count on nobody and to fight for everything that he wanted, and fight he did, in the notorious back streets of Birkenhead. He learned how to be driven by academic brilliance and keen logic from his father, to appreciate and cultivate a strong sense of fashion and meticulous art of baking from his mother. Surrounded by 2 strong women, the middle child that he was adored his older sister and protected his younger one. Michael's focus at the time was to build a persona of a slightly awkward, well-dressed intellect who could turn out a perfect batch of scones. Armed with a double degree in engineering and commerce with honors, he left home straight after university to pursue what was then to become his long-term career cover as an investment banker. There was a sense of reckless care, but strong desire to seek independence. No one would suspect a thing. The unassuming town of Wellington was his first stop. Little did he know that in this town he would meet two people that would prove to be the most influential yet gullible people in his life. Purchasing his first property with a group of unsuspecting friends, joining clubs, and developing his relationship with alcohol and fast food helped legitimize his presence in New Zealand's capital. Finally, his first big assignment, a move to the industrious city of Melbourne. Michael got his first taste in high-class spy living, taking up residence in the exclusive suburb of Toorak. Sleeping with 9 pussycats, he met his first group of clueless male soulmates, an eclectic bunch of men with great hair and a penchant for fun, playing American football, partying into the night, abandoning all constraints, the beginnings of decadence, and perfect cover for the fledgling agent. Where else could one go from here to hone in on finessing his search for the ultimate high? The city was New York, the town Manhattan. The center of the universe, a city that transforms boys into men, where there was only one option: to work hard, but play harder. Michael was able to channel everything he had learned to develop into the man he had set out to be, a brash, arrogant banker and a gentleman to the ladies. The Bond of Birkenhead had arrived. Inevitably, the call to Asia came. After 6 years in New York, Michael made the move to Hong Kong to continue his mission. He moves into one of the most exclusive addresses in Hong Kong. And in the land of Mandarin Oriental, Chinese cereals, and Lang Kwai Fong, Michael found a different calling. How can one party as hard as possible whilst working to the nth degree? The start of regular Ibiza escapades, weekend trips to partying in Bali, a night's stay in London. There was not much stopping this man from exploring the illicit and dark side of trance and dumplings, all the while eliminating one opposition agent after another. This was the time when Michael developed friendship bonds that are silent but strong, and a sense of competition with oneself that created a barometer so high that it was impossible to achieve. In fact, Michael had so many personalities during this phase, he often didn't recognize himself in the mirror. Is he the Sri Lankan chief, the SWAT officer, or the sultry poolside gigolo? It's interesting how there's so little documented on the women in Michael's life, yet they're scattered everywhere. A weird code amongst them of what can be said and unsaid. Yet they remain sworn to secrecy, destined to be just another page in a yet-to-be-released 50 Shades novel. So, on that night in April, when he meets a rather interesting girl from Australia, it only seems certain that she would fall into the abyss of women that Michael dated. It started with a map, which should have rang alarm bells. But so enamored was the future Mrs. Tan that she quickly became part of the story that is now unfolding. The elusive bachelor married in 2012. Guests remember it was a week filled with endless parties, love, and happiness. He steps into perhaps the biggest challenge of his life, the journey of fatherhood, on that unforgettable day, the 9th of November 2012. Never the one to shy away from the torture of sleepless nights, constant noise and an attack on privacy, he takes on another mission on the 8th of May, 2015. All is still shrouded in mystery as he strategically moves off central to the unassuming suburb of Pokfulam, a ruse to confuse his detractors as he continues with his operations. So who is this Michael that we know today? As a maturing family man, he has stepped away from the organization, now a mere bit part player in what is increasingly a young man's game.
And now, breaking news. Scenes of delirious and adoring club fans are in mourning since the news was made public that Michael Tan was finally retiring. This has prompted U.S. President Donald Trump to take to Twitter and say, fake news. Michael Tan is not retiring. He's on a huge mission code named 50 is the new 30. Hashtag make Michael Tan great again. As Michael makes the covers of international magazines confirming his comeback messages from fans, celebrities, heads of state, and even U.S. President. Well, they've all been pouring in for his birthday. So, more on that with the following exclusive Michael Tan edition of World News.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes, so that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
We traveled a lot, and I had a lot of soft toys that I would take with me, and when I got scared at night, he would turn all the soft toys around so that none of the eyes looked at me.
Karen's 40th birthday, and I think we had our 50 Shades moment. Do you remember it? I remember it very well.
My first impression of Mike was that the myth and the legend was real.
Serious.
Mysterious.
Loud. Well, when he first walked in to the gym, seeing him for the first time, I was like, every trainer's dream client. I mean, just look at his body. I mean, I was like, yes! A long-term client! Yeah!
My first impression of Mike. Silencio.
First impression of Michael Tan. This dude is quiet. He doesn't say anything. He just seems to be judging it.
Menacing.
I'm scared of him. What do you think of him now?
He's a big teddy bear, but a fit one.
I'm still scared.
So my first impression of Mike Tan was this tall, big, unassuming guy that had an interest in my friend Karen. In case you don't know it, that's how he got his nickname Big Mike.
The first one I think very important. Michael is I would say the most handsome, most good-looking boss on the floor. Do you agree?
Agree?
Yeah.
Very silent, working really hard, very determined, and yeah, didn't say much.
He's the most charming boss in the office, and he's gentle, understanding, and generous to the team. He always buys us dinner and drinks.
First impression of Mike, kind of like these castle walls, old and crumbling?
No, strong and resilient.
Marvelous, manly, mysterious, wild, masterly, merciful, modest, meticulous, mindful, and last but by no means least, magnificent.
My lords and members of the House of Commons, I just received a letter saying that Michael Tan has a birthday today.
Michael, what can I say? Thanks for just the most amazing last 30 years, and hope we get to spend another 30 together. You've been just an absolutely outstanding friend over that time. Always there for me. We've had some absolute awesome times all over the world together. So enjoy the party tonight. I'm sure it'll be amazing. Sorry I can't be there. Ellie says hi, and hopefully we'll see you in Hong Kong or London soon. Enjoy, Ewan.
Brothers and sisters, today is a very special day for all of us. Michael Tan has a birthday today. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Mike.
Yes, happy birthday. Thank you for being part of our lives.
Happy birthday, Uncle Mike! I wish you the best on your special day! Happy birthday!
Hello, comrades!
I'm glad to inform you that today is the birthday of Michael Tan.
Happy birthday, dear Michael! Happy birthday to you!
Congratulations!
Happy birthday, Daddy! I love you to the moon and back and around and time and infinity. You're the best Daddy in the whole wide world. Happy birthday, Daddy! I love you to the moon and back, infinity, and times and back. Are you my prince? And I'm your princess. And Coke is my What is cocaine?
So wake me up when it's all